Welcome to another episode of Bucket List Coach Web Show. Well, hello. This is Cindy, your host over at Bucket List Coach Web Show Live. In just 1 minute, I'm going to interview my guests. As always, if you like to comment on Facebook, please go to streamyard.com/Facebook. And the promo for today, if you subscribe, comment, and share this very video, either on LinkedIn or on Facebook, I'll gift you a 5-night hotel stay. So we're talking Greece, Mexico, Hawaii, Bali. I got some great destinations for you. So make sure that you share this broadcast. So what is this show about? It is about making the most of the dash. So we have the day that we're born and the day that we pass away. What are you doing making the most of the dash? And of course, a big plug, the National Day calendar. It is National Wear Your Pearls Day, which Lee is doing.
Pearl Day.
The 17th is Ugly Sweater Day. And the 30th, mark your calendar for National Bacon Day. So today I have my tribe. Oh, yeah, Surf City Splash and the Huntington Beach Seal Beach Surfrider Foundation. Take it away, Casey.
Well, hi, Cindy the Connector. Thank you for having us on with you today. To my left right here, we have Love. And over here, we also have Richard. He is the beach cleanup coordinator and the treasurer of the Huntington Seal Beach Chapter Surfrider. I'm the co-chair with Roberta Wainashi of the chapter. And we are just super excited that we have Splash live and ready to go again this year. It's 22nd rendition. Yeah, there you go. There it is right there. The Splash, Surf City Splash. We are back, baby. And it's going to be bigger and better than ever before. As we get through this program, everyone will see we have some great sponsors. We have unbelievable opportunity drawing items. We have some great items that we're going to have silent auction for. Richard is going to be down there, helping set up everything for the pancake breakfast because we're having an unbelievable pancake breakfast. And Cindy's bringing up our website here for it. So it's just going to be, all in all, a great day on January 1st. So I don't know what else you need me to talk about, but that's a big overview.
Well, let's go over to Lee. Tell us all about the story of the Surf City Splash, Lee.
The story of the Splash started many years ago. I was on the beach in Balboa, and I was with a boyfriend at the time. They were having something where you run out in the water and you come back and you get a certificate. And I just thought that was so cool. So I treasured that certificate for years. And then I saw this other guy, Mike Parks, over at the pier at Huntington one year when I was president of Rotary, and he was doing a similar thing. And so I just kind of took it over from him and led Rotary and the city of Huntington Beach into doing a Surf City Splash every year starting in 2001. So in 2001, we made it the first annual Surf City Splash. At that time, we called it the Huntington Beach Pier Plaza Plunge because it was just around that time that Huntington Beach had become an international destination point with the Pier Plaza. So we really wanted to emphasize that we had the new Pier Plaza, and it was to recognize volunteers, to recognize community leaders and people who give back in the community. So that's what Rotary did for a few years. And then I moved to Lions Club and they added the pancake breakfast. And that's always been a huge hit ever since. So Lions took it over, and then I convinced them to give the whole event over to the Surfing Museum, the Huntington Beach International Surfing Museum, so it could be just a solid fundraiser for them. Well, things happen, and it wasn't a viable option for the Surfing Museum for a while, so they allowed me to shop it out to other organizations, and serendipitously, miraculously, this is my new term, ever since I met Casey and Tony with Cindy at Pete's, Uncle Pete's, Mexican cafe downtown, last September 19th, or I think that was the date, I'm not sure. But it was just a miracle. We started planning the splash then, and it was all set to go until there was a block from the city from doing it. So we did a solo splash, a virtual splash, and that was quite successful. But this year, oh my goodness, now that Surfrider has taken it over, the incredible things they're doing. We have the vendor fair this year. Jody McKay, shout out to her. She is handling all the vendors, and they're going to be at the Pier Plaza parking area actually this year, because we have the ice rink, which is incredibly cool. People are ice skating all the time while the sun is just shining like it is today, and it's just gorgeous out. So we're so blessed, and I never take any day for granted around here living in Huntington Beach. It's just a miracle. So anyway, we have the vendors. Jody, we have about 40. This year, we're combining the vendors with our opportunity drawing. And that is, we have about 40 some odd raffle prizes. Cindy can explain that a little bit more, or I can. But we have a lot of those, and the vendors on the parking lot area of the Pier Plaza, they are going to have little buckets where people can put their opportunity drawing tickets. They can put them in whatever raffle bucket they want. Just for example, some of the raffle items will be like Omar Niero of Niero's Jewelry. He made a special piece of jewelry that we're going to be raffling off. He donated that, and he's also a Grom sponsor. Oh, and Cindy's got it right there. Oh my goodness. So yeah, he designed that. It's a one of a kind. And so that'll be one of the prizes. We have a lot of restaurants that have donated different gift cards, mostly 20 to 25, even more. A lot of restaurants. Pedigo, is that how you say it? Pedigo?
Pedigo.
Pedigo.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
This one might even be
theirs are valued at $400 for 4 all-day rental passes.
I think that's going to be one of the silent auction items.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're going to have a silent auction as well. Thank you for mentioning that, Casey. And yeah, we have Secret Spot Cafe. We have Sugar Shack. We have Segway, Surf City Segway. They're donating some rides around town. Sweet Mission Cookie Company. Chef Jason is going to donate some cookies. And Top Dog Barkery, Karen is the owner, and she's Grom as well, sponsor, as well as donating a little gift basket from her specialty boutique Top Dog Barkery shop. So, we've got so many packages, and we've got, I think that, Cindy, didn't you get a couple of type of boards for the silent auction?
We have a paddle board. Yes, over there in Huntington Harbor.
Okay.
And Surfrider has a Firewire surfboard that they'll be that they're donating, so that'll be part of the silent auction as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at Bucket Loaves. Oh, and All Things Huntington Beach. Amy Mason. She makes really cool jewelry. I'm wearing her earrings right here. Love, of course, Huntington Beach. And this is the ring that everybody loves, that I've been wanting ever since I saw it on Cindy's finger. So anyway, so that's some of the stuff. And then also we've got a great costume contest going on. I mean, one of the things that the Splash is known for is the great costumes that people come in. Hundreds of people dress up in costumes, and there's groups that come as some sort of a group. And there's also people that are like really young kids come, and really old folks come. And we try to recognize those types of people, as well as like the best costume, a sea creature costume, or come as you are from the night before, like in all your New Year's Eve gala, you know, adornment and all of that, or in your pajamas. I mean, I remember, I think the first year I wore a robe, you know, to the splash. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. It's just a blast. And this is our 22nd year. This is the first year really that Surfrider is making the hugest splash. And last year when we were starting all this up and we came up for the acronym for SPLASH as Surfrider protects land and sea health.
I like it.
And yes, so take the ball, Richard.
I don't know what hasn't been said yet. I almost think we covered everything, but we'll be definitely setting up everything on the 1st, bright and early. So some of us will hopefully be able to watch the fireworks, get some sleep, and then get out there early enough in the morning to get everything set up. Obviously, we want to make sure that we get the pancake breakfast off. That way people will come down, wake up a little bit groggy, get your pancake breakfast. I believe we'll be having coffee as well for people. We'll definitely be selling like t-shirts. We'll be selling other merchandise as well. We'll have the bundle packages for people who order or sign up early. So I believe they'll get a shirt. They'll probably get a certificate, get a ticket for their pancake breakfast. So we'll have a tent out there as well. We'll have LA Island Radio out there kind of hosting the event. We'll also try to see if we can get a megaphone out there as well, just to wake people up, and then also have it for the mad dash towards the water. It's going to be a hopefully bright and beautiful day like today. Fingers crossed there's not going to be any rain or any weather events happening around that time. But it'll be amazing to see as many people as we can get out there. Enjoying the water and the event itself. So we'll be setting things up. Like was said previously, we'll have the ice skating rink, we'll have the vendor fair out there, the market, pancake breakfast, we'll have LA Island Radio. Right now we're working on making sure we have some live music as well playing for everyone. And I think it's going to be a beautiful day out there, and we definitely hope to see as many people as possible come out on the 1st after waking up after a night of explosions.
Yeah.
So, Richard, tell my audience what is the Huntington Beach Seal Beach Surfrider, because not everybody knows about us. So, kind of tell my audience all about how this is going to benefit Surfrider.
Well, it benefits Surfrider. Well, first, the Huntington Seal Beach chapter of the Surfrider Foundation is a branch of the Surfrider Foundation headquartered in San Clemente. Here at Huntington Seal Beach, we're dedicated to the enjoyment and protection of the ocean, waves, and beaches. Our area extends from the Santa Ana River to the south, all the way to the San Gabriel River to the north. It's approximately 10 miles of shoreline. We also maintain or try to clean up the Huntington Harbor once a month, and try to go down into also the Santa Ana River to clean up whatever debris ends up making its way into that area. That's mainly what we're known for. However, we also in our chapter have like ocean-friendly restaurants, where we try to hopefully get restaurants to convert to using less plastics or as little as possible inside the restaurants, because primarily that's the kind of trash we end up finding out on the beaches and the waterways, and also in the harbor as well. But we also do a water quality testing labs in high schools as part of the Blue Water Task Force program that we operate. Casey is also the program coordinator for the education department. So we also have student clubs inside of all the local high schools, which help kids become more aware of the issues of single-use plastics or the harms of that. The watershed, which for us in our area kind of extends from obviously the San Gabriel River Mountains, which is just past Pasadena. And then as to the south, the Santa Ana River goes all the way up to Big Bear. But one of the things people don't kind of look at is the fact that all the waterways also go into the drains themselves. So obviously we had rain yesterday primarily, and all the drains lead towards the ocean. So technically I would consider that part of the watershed. So a lot of those pipes got flushed out, and right now we're probably going to see a lot of trash out on our beaches. So getting people educated about that is quite a challenge sometimes. But yeah, we have a lot of programs that we need to fund, and obviously as a nonprofit, we have to rely on donations from either memberships or merchandise or donations from individuals privately or large companies. So we appreciate everything that we get from everyone that we can get it from, and supporting us. And we always look for, if anyone's out there listening wants to become an actual core volunteer, reach out to us. We'll definitely recruit you in and bring you into the Surfrider Foundation.
Thank you so much, Richard. So let's go by the process here really quickly. Casey and Lee, how do people register for the Surf City Splash?
Oh, awesome question. So if everybody's looking at this, this is our landing page, which is easy to remember. It's hbsurfcitysplash.com. And as Cindy is scrolling down, well, Cindy, first of all, can you click on where it says costume contest so everyone can see what happens? There's supposed to be that little clickable link will tell you what the different areas are that we're looking at that people can wear items for, and that hopefully we have some prizes for those people for those things. So that's a real neat thing right there. So thank you, Cindy. And as you scroll down that page there, you go to that first where it says event registration. That's very important to pre-register because we have about 2 hours before we get onto the event itself, the costume contest, speeches from the mayor, some awards that are given out to people and all of that.
LA Island Radio is going to be emceeing the event.
Right, they'll be emceeing the event and all that. And once you click on the event registration, you'll be able to register, like Richard said, you'll be able to buy for $25. You'll get a pancake breakfast ticket. You'll get a certificate of success or sanity, right? If you don't go in the water, success if you do, and you're going to get one of the t-shirts. So if you register early, it's $25 for everything. If you come to the day of the event, and you just want to go in the water, you still have to sign a waiver and all of that. Okay, that's a mandatory thing, with Surfrider, is that you sign the waiver, indemnifying Surfrider, the city, and all of that for doing this city event. But all these different items I just said are $25. The day of the event, the shirt alone is going to be $20. The pancake breakfast ticket is $10. The certificate is $10. So you really save a lot of money by registering early. So those that are out there listening, register early, and then that way we can pre-package your stuff for you. You check in, you get it right then and there instead of waiting in any long lines. So that's what we're trying to avoid. So please register early. We have 4 major sponsors this year. That looks like one of them is being covered up there. But for the splash itself this year, we have Kona Brewing Company, we have Straub Distributing, and we have Jack's Surfboard to go along with Pacific City. Those companies alone are responsible for about almost over half the donations that we have coming in cash for us, and we could not thank them enough. So if you want to show your support to them, they're supporting us, please feel free to do so. We would certainly appreciate it. And then we have other sponsors as well. We have Essential Roofing. We have Rock and Fig. Lee already mentioned a few already. We have Duke's is supplying items. Zach's is supplying items. We have the Huntington Beach Lifeguard supplying items to us. So the list goes on. We have Huntington Beach website with Victoria. She's the one that runs the website here. Jody McKay, who runs all the vendors. She's helping us, with that. So again, the list goes on and on of all the people that are helping out. And, we are going to have a big sponsor banner on the pier for several days prior to this. So go check that out. And we should have our big banners going up in the next couple of days announcing the splash coming up too. So anyway, it's also being announced at different bus stops around town. You'll be able to see it. The 405 freeway big digital ad board is going to have it on there. You also have on the ad board at Pacific City, huge ads for it there as well. So, and that we want to thank George Maniak and his wife Laura, because they're very instrumental in helping us out. And then of course, National Charity League, the moms and daughters are going to be doing all the cooking for the pancake breakfast, along with Tina and others from within the city who have helped out in the past. So it's just going to be a blast. And like Lee said, it's going to be the biggest ever. So it should be fun.
It is, yeah. It's going to be a blast. And it's just amazing to see how it's grown throughout the years, and that it's finally taking off to benefit a perfect charity, a perfect nonprofit, to carry on the splash in the years to come. So Surfrider Foundation is a great organization founded by some Malibu surfers, 37 years ago?
I think that's right now, 37.
Wow.
So good guess for a new member. Cindy and I are both core volunteers, and we're very proud to be associated with Surfrider. I'm surprised at people that haven't heard of the organization. It just is such a part of Huntington Beach. Always, it's just always been around. So, but yeah, Surfrider rocks, and KC rocks, and Tony, we miss him. We're so sad he can't be here today.
Big shout out to our big brother Tony Soriano. Tony, if you're listening, please get well. Tony, a longtime Surfrider member here, Huntington Seal Beach, longtime chapter chair, and now he's a staff coordinator working directly for Surfrider. For those of you that don't know, he's had some ailments here of late, of which he's recovering from. So we send you our prayers and best wishes, Tony.
Yes.
So let's do a recap of what we talked about today. What is the Surf City Splash? And why do people need to mark it off their 2022 bucket list?
Easy.
Richard, why do people need to mark the splash? I'm going to throw it out to the youngest person out there. I want you to tell everybody, why the youngsters should be doing this.
Because you haven't lived until you jumped into the water on January 1st, just wearing a swimsuit while the water is probably going to be like 50 degrees.
You know what? And I got to correct you there. The water never goes below 55. I know that for a fact.
Okay, 50-ish. Richard, you were close.
55.
First of all,
I know I can always do 55, and I do that year long. I always check the water temperature, because I'm always out there without a wetsuit. One of the other reasons that I wanted to do the splash from the beginning is to show people you can always go in our Pacific Ocean right here at Huntington Beach, no matter what day of the year it is. And I'm living proof.
Once it's below 60, it's all the same to me.
That's right. So we need all the millennials, all the Generation Z. We need you guys to keep this tradition going for the next generation, whatever we call that one.
No wetsuits.
Yeah,
We
whatever
need to
that
force the
generation.
high schools to come out and jump in. That's what we need to do. We need to force the high school students to show up and then run out there.
I think we're trying to get some of the high school students that are like in bands and stuff. There's a lot of really great talent out there in Huntington Beach, performing arts group in Orange County.
Yep.
I think we need to get the kids who are prone for detention hours to jump in the water as, form of redeeming that.
There you go.
I do it
So here's the website again. It's hbsurfcitysplash.com. Make sure that you bookmark that and actually join us here on the 1st. Anything else you want to add, guys?
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And 2022 is really going to be just, everybody is going to want to be out there this year, because we're cutting loose, man. It's the roaring 20, finally.
Back to the new normal.
Yes. Back to the new normal. Yes.
And I want to thank all of you, Richard, Casey, Love. I'm just so grateful to have you guys in my sphere of influence, especially Love. If it wasn't for the Surf City Splash, I would have never met Rocky McKinnon, and I would have never been able to overcome the fear, because I don't think anybody has helped me break through the fear like McKinnon Surf and Sup lesson. So thank you for having this as
Fear of surfing and swimming.
And may I throw out one more thing? So If you're a Surfrider member and you're listening, or if you're not and you want to know more about Surfrider, we have an event this Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. at Pacific City on the second floor, Suite 210. So we're going to have some live music for a couple hours by Wolf Mama Band. We're going to have some information. We're going to have Richard, myself, others will be there, to talk to you about becoming core volunteers. So if you'd like to learn more about Surfrider, come on over. It's kind of like our year-end event for the year, and enjoy a drink and some food on Surfrider.
Wow. Can't wait.
Well,
I
thank you
love
so
being
much.
part of Surfrider. It's great.
Anything else before we close out today?
Sign up.
At
Sign
beach
up
cleanups, you want to announce some
It's
beach
great.
cleanups for
It would be
January.
wonderful if we could get a lot of signups prior to the splash and be able to just, have people all ready to go with their certificates of whatever they choose to do, if they know they're going to do the water or not. And whatever role you choose, it's going to be a good one, because success or sanity, it's all good. 2022, it's all for you.
Exactly. Richard, you want to talk about schedule for beach cleanups?
We don't have a beach cleanup until the 29th of January. However, on this coming Saturday at our event, as well as the Surf City Splash, I will have printouts of the actual 2022 calendar of events for cleanups.
Nice.
So I'll have those on hand.
Woohoo! Awesome. Well, I'm going to put you guys in the green room. Just hang tight for about 1 minute while I close, and then we'll chit chat. Thank you for coming on today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, guys. Your first 2022 bucket list of the year is the Surf City Splash. Pay it forward to the Huntington and Seal Beach Surfrider. Make sure that you check out the link here in the chat. And next on the show at 2:00, I have Jerry and David with LA Island Radio. Shaka, baby.